Is your Sims 4 butler more of a burden than a blessing? Let's be honest, vanilla butlers, they're charmingly useless sometimes. What if I told you there's a mod that transforms them from 0 to heroic? In this video, we're diving into the Better Butlers mod and seeing if it finally delivers on the promise of a truly helpful hand. Miriam wants to be able to provide for herself and her 3 kids. Without a promotion, she won't be earning enough to pay the bills, let alone buy everything that they need and want. Being a single parent, she can't improve her job skills, do all the housework, and take care of the kids at the same time. And her previous butler wasted more food, time, and money than he saved. She needs help. She needs a better butler. First of all, in order for this to work, you need the Butlers, which is the Vintage Glamour pack. Without the Vintage Glamour pack, you do not have access to Butlers. This video is going to be running through the Better Butler mod by Little Miss Sam. To download the mod, what you need to do is go over to curseforge.com. Don't worry, I'll put the link down below in the comments for you. To download this, you can either install the CurseForge app or click the download button, which will download a zip file. If you download it via a zip file, go into your downloads folder, unzip the folder, and put the folder into your Sims 4 mods folder, located under Documents, EA, or Electronic Arts Sims 4. What the main mod does is it increases the static commodity so butlers will more likely clean up, repair, and take care of kids. It adds new interaction on terrains where you can ask a butler to rake leaves, and it allows you to hire additional butlers, up to 4 additional butlers to be exact. Each butler needs their own bed. There are optional add-ons for the Better Butler mod. There's one that disables the butler from cooking autonomously, one that keeps the butler from putting food away autonomously, another one that keeps the butler from gardening, another add-on that will cause your butler to be more likely to go to sleep between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. The butler will then wake up around 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. like the vanilla butler does. Also in the optional add-ons is forbidden moods. This prevents butlers from getting certain moods such as uncomfortable, bored, stressed, dazed, and flirty. There's an optional add-on that prevents butlers from dying, another one that fixes the one-time payment, one that allows the butler to wear normal clothing instead of the tuxedo that they normally wear. Finally, another one that locks specific stats from motives, so you can individually choose which one to lock, and these stats will not go down. For this playthrough, I've got the main mod, of course. I also have the cost fix option, the forbidden moods option, the go to sleep option, and I've locked stats for bladder, energy, fun, hunger, hygiene, and social. I've also included the hire more butlers package. Once you've downloaded the mod and you put in whatever options that you want for your butlers, you will of course want to hire a butler. To hire a butler, what you want to do is go into your phone, select the home button, then go into hire a service, and then choose the butler. There we are. The butler will report for work within the day. Here he is. When you get your butler, you need to assign them a bed. Butlers do different tasks autonomously. You can find what they do autonomously under Butler and Responsibilities. They will autonomously attend to minors, clean, garden, and repair objects. They might also autonomously cook, as long as you don't have any of the optional mods to stop them from doing certain things. So we're going to follow the butler around first and foremost to see what he does first. So immediately, the modded butler is being yelled at by Jayla and is checking on our infant Sim, who has unlocked her first word milestone. Okay. He's also cleaning up and sitting down to read his book. So this book, in case you're wondering, the butler has a special book that only the butler can read. Basically a how-to butler book, which is kind of interesting. Miriam and Jayla are going to work and school. And while they're there, we're going to just see what the butler can do. I'm going to wake up the toddler sim, who is going to have a chat with the butler and have the butler do as much as we can with the toddler. Before we even get a word in edgewise, the toddler is asked to be picked up, which the butler's doing. We're going to ask the butler to play with us, to wrestle with us. The butler will do all of different child care. Basically, if your toddler or child sim can ask the butler to do something, the butler will kind of like act as a surrogate parent or a babysitter. So Esmeralda is getting rather hungry, so after they're finished playing and wrestling together, I'm going to have Esmeralda ask the butler to give them food. Okay, so the butler's given my oh, no, my toddler does not want animal crackers. We'll ask for something else. I absolutely love how the toddler always asks for grilled cheese sandwiches and they never get grilled cheese sandwiches. It's kind of both annoying and adorable at the same time. Autonomously, you can see here that the butler is hoovering to clean up the food mess that my toddler made. Now I'm gonna go ahead and ask the butler for potty help. And there we go. Immediately, the butler is helping Esmeralda with her potty needs. Melody, the infant, is got a stinky nappy and is hungry. So we'll go ahead and see about getting her changed and fed. There we are. That's one nappy change. And now let's see if we can get him to feed us. There we go. Yes, perfect. Okay, I'm going to have my toddler ask Jackson to tuck her in because she is quite tired. So as you can see here, autonomously, the butler is cleaning up, which is fantastic. We're going to go around the assigned task bar here with Jayla and have the butler do certain things. So let's go ahead and have the butler cook a family meal and see how well this works. Now, last time, the butler did not manage to cook a meal when we told him to. He constantly got himself interrupted and he left loads of food around. So let's see how this works out. There we go. He has managed to cook a full family meal. I will go ahead and have her grab a serving. We will ask the butler to perform a comedy routine. And there we are. He's done so. We had absolutely no problems with him doing that. So we can also ask him to play guitar. And as you can see, he's having absolutely no trouble doing that. Now with the adult Sims, there are a few extra things that we can have our butler do. We can tell him to go to sleep, for example. We can have him prepare a bar drink. So let's go ahead and ask him to do that. So he should now go out to where the bar is, which is outside. And let's check. Where is he go? There he is. He is making a drink. Fantastic. Your butler can do multiple things with visitors. He can ignore the front door, which is default. You can have him turn all visitors away, or you can have him invite all visitors inside. We're going to go ahead, have him invite all visitors inside, since we have a visitor right now. And I'm wondering if he's actually going to invite Jaden in, because Jaden did knock on the door, technically before we told the butler to invite everyone indoors. Oh, no, there we are. He is inviting the guest inside. Okay, cool. Okay, so my sim just asked the butler to fix a family meal, but there was a dish on the countertop. And the vanilla butler would have said, no, I can't do it. But the modded butler moved the plate and is now cooking the food, which is awesome. Something we haven't checked is the butler giving the toddler a bath. So let's see what happens there. Oh, fantastic. There we are. It looks like the butler isn't going to have any problems. Taking Esmeralda immediately into the bathroom, kneeling down to give her a bath. We tested the vanilla butler out with a huge party, so let's truly test the better butler by also throwing a party. During the party, we're going to have the butler cook for the party, clean up afterwards, serve drinks, entertain the guests via playing a guitar or doing a comedy routine, and take care of the kids. Normally, to do this, I would suggest that you actually go into the butler, take all of these, stop attending to minors, stop gardening, stop cleaning, etc., because the autonomy of the butler can mess up a lot of the orders that you give them. But I want to see how well the mod navigates the default stuff on its own. Let's go ahead and schedule the party. So we will add an event. Let's try a costume party this time. We'll go ahead and do the goals and rewards version. Miriam will be our host, and we'll have everyone that my sim knows, except of course the butler, to be a guest. We are not going to hire a caterer or a mixologist. We're going to have the butler do it, and we're going to have it at home. My sim gets home from work at 5 o'clock, so let's make it 6 p.m. All right, the party is getting ready to start. Why hasn't the party started? The party is meant to be starting right now. Why has the party not started? Okay, the party is evidently broken, so let's see if we can try a different party. All right, we're started a neighborhood potluck since it doesn't seem like the incognito party is working properly. This is a non-gold event because the game thinks that I'm having the costume party gold event, but obviously it didn't start. The potluck party is all about people bringing food over, but we're still going to have the butler cook as well. We want him to cook a party meal. All right, so he's handling cooking without any problems. So far, none of the kids have annoyed him. He's not been interrupted in cooking. Fantastic. Let's have him perform a comedy routine and see how he reacts to that. It seems like at least one guest is enjoying his comedy routine. I'm going to make the sink purposely dirty and throw a bit of a monkey wrench into the situation here, and I want to see what the butler does. We're actually going to make several things dirty here, and I want to see if the butler will autonomously clean these dirty items. He is cleaning up dirty dishes around the house. Let's ask him to clean a dirty object. And he's immediately doing it. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna have my toddler make a mess. Yeah, he's cleaning up the mess from the toddler, autonomously, I might add, which is awesome. All right, so the butler is tired. It is almost midnight. It is getting close to when the mod tells him to go to bed. He has gotten that tired buff. He has gone to bed, which is a little bit a shame because he's still got work to do. But the mod is working as it was designed to. So I can't really complain about that too much. And it's fine because Eliza Pancakes is taking care of of the mess for us, which is hilarious. So there you go. Few problems that the Better Butler had that I noticed during this test was that he chatted a bit too much with all of the people instead of doing what he was supposed to do. It took him a lot longer to cook because he was chatting with everyone, which a butler isn't really supposed to do if we're getting nitpicky. But having said that, the butler did a really good job during this party. He did everything we told him to do. He handled the monkey wrenches that we threw at him. He didn't clean everything that I made dirty, but he did start cleaning up the toddler's mess. He started cleaning up countertop in the dirty oven. He didn't quite get to the sink though, and I think that's because the mod's buff to make him go to bed between midnight and 3 a.m. hit him before he could take care of all the things. So yeah, the butler did have a few little minor problems, but personally, I think they did a much better job overall than their vanilla version. In the Vanilla Butlers video that I did, the butler wasted nearly 200 simoleons worth of food and kept abandoning his tasks to take care of the infant, and Miriam ended up doing most of the work with the party, in the vanilla version that is, and did all of the cleaning up after the party ended. The modded version of the butler actually did a much better job. He didn't stop his tasks that he was doing, such as cooking, in order to take care of the toddler or the infant, which is fantastic. The Better Butler managed to do most of what he was tasked with, and he handled the toddler making a huge mess and me causing things to become dirty. He handled all of that. It is unfortunate that things have like broken after he's gone to bed, but that's not his fault. That's down to the game itself, which is fine. It is a relief, though, to have a lot of the chaos and tasks taken care of by the butler so that Miriam could instead concentrate on her guests and the party itself and having a fun. I personally think that Little Miss Sam's Better Butlers mod has definitely made having a butler in The Sims much more fun from a gameplay perspective. And it has definitely made Miriam's life a lot more relaxing. With Little Miss Sam's Better Butlers mod, I can finally focus on my main Sims aspirations and create more immersive stories with my Sims, which is what makes playing The Sims 4 truly enjoyable. This mod isn't just about better butlers, it's about better gameplay. So my friends, please share your experiences with butlers down in the comments, whether it is vanilla butlers or with the Better Butlers mod. And if you haven't done so already, I highly recommend watching my Vanilla Butlers preview, which is just over there.